State. Number 4, a 6'5" sophomore from Birmingham, Deshaun Sellers. A 6'4" freshman from Little Rock, Arkansas, number 10, Keith Cross. A 6'4" sophomore from Trussville, Alabama, number 11, Emeka Onwa. A 6'8" sophomore from Tarpon Springs, Florida, number 23, Michael Jones. A 6'2" sophomore from Birmingham, number 32, Christopher Woods. Let's meet your starting five for the Cardinals of Gadsden State. A 6'1" sophomore from Birmingham, number 4, Shannon Jones. A 6'2" freshman from Brooklyn, New York, number 5, Keyshawn Morris. A 6'4" freshman from Huntsville, Alabama, number 10, Keyshawn Watkins. A 6'7" sophomore from Birmingham, number 23, Makai Fitz. And a 6'7" freshman from Gardendale, number 24, Brayden Duckworth. Gadsden State is led by assistant coaches Marcus Thomas, Kaylee Crumley, Lane Fannin, and head coach Diedrich Tarver. Lawson State is led by assistant coach Kelly Cheatham and head coach Scott Carter.
Hi everybody, welcome in. Last game of the day. It is the Cardinals and the Cougars, a battle of the states. Gadsden and Lawson, Robert Williamson and Van Penaway set to bring you the coverage. What do you look for, Coach?
Well, you're going to look to see how Lawson's going to get off, if they're going to get off to a good start, because when you look at these two teams, Gadsden State's one of the top scoring teams in the ACC at 85 a game, and then they swept the season series, one of them by 4, the other one was a blowout. So you're looking for Lawson State to see if they can find themselves early.
There you see the starting five for the Cougars. And these are the gentlemen that will be on the hardwood first for Gadsden State.
Right. Gadsden came out in that man-to-man. Now Lawson, they're doing the same thing, man-to-man, but Gadsden's taking that perimeter shot. Lawson is able to come away with that rebound after that long three-point shot. So it's going to be a filling out period, the first part here.
By the way, in the game that just wrapped up, I found out that we lost our internet with 4 seconds to go in the game. And the last words heard were, I don't think that's the shot they wanted.
Oh, my goodness.
Well, you know, right after that was the shot they did want.
Yep.
And Bishop State won it by 2. 66-64. We apologize for the technical issues, but unfortunately, those are some of the things that happen in this world of modern technology. We're hoping that's a little booger that won't ever raise its head again, though.
Yep, and what a finish for us to lose power. Yep, but here we go, but Lawson, they're going to knock that one out of bounds, so Gadsden State will be able to get that one.
You know how it is, Coach. If it's going to happen, it'll happen when you least want it to. With that game over, and Bishop State will advance, and here we go with 2 teams that want to play tomorrow, too.
Yep. Bishop State, by the way, won the game on a tip in. Offensive rebound, rather. The shot that I was saying that's not the one they wanted was early, and then they ended up with the offensive rebound and putting it in to win it with 2 seconds left on the clock.
So Calhoun goes home after a great year, and Bishop State will continue playing basketball. Giving down low to Fitz.
And he's backing his way down that crab dribble.
3-zip start to this one. Able to find an outlet in Jones. That'll go into the corner. Morris with a miss. And it is out of bounds off of Fitz.
Right, and they got an injury on the floor for Lawson State. That's going to be Christopher Blunt trying to get out of the game. And taking his spot to be Elijah Stewart.
And apparently there is some moisture on the floor that needs to be tended to.
Yep, I think they're looking for a towel. I think the mop is behind the basket support.
So now they will result to a Cougar towel.
Come on, Coach, put the dust mop girl down.
The fans are having fun. They said, let the
Put the dust mop girl in.
Yep.
Well, I see the dust mop on the other end of the floor.
Oh, it's one over there. It's one to our left.
Oh, really? So there's one closer by.
Yeah, she's sitting there with holding on to the mop.
Yeah, I see. She's like, I just don't wipe up any Gadsden State sweat.
Yep. Man-to-man defense by Gadsden State.
And it's Anwar bringing it inside, taken down by Fitz. I know you are a big fan of Grambling State, as you got the steal, and you will have the jam by Sellers. You know, there's a kid that played at Gadsden State a couple of years ago. Stand out last year at Grambling.
Oh, yeah. Like tonight's game, the battle of 4 versus 5. This should be a toss-up game, but you have to give the advantage to Gadsden because they swept the season series.
Fitz with a miss. Bears got it. Gives it over to Cross. And
they're going to get number 5.
Well, these are union workers, these moppers. So that was break time on that end of the floor.
At the line, shooting 2.
This end of the floor, we got the mobster.
Yeah, I thought she was gone until I looked over. I said, oh, there she is with her mop.
Number 10, Keaton Cross.
Keaton Cross, 6'4" freshman from Little Rock, Arkansas. Stepping to the line.
86% during the regular season. That's a great number.
Checking in for Gadsden State, number 2, Christian Willis, replacing number 23.
Into the game is Christian Willis, sophomore from Decatur, Mississippi. Second and 2 for Cross. And Lawson State will take the lead. Lawson State's ladies already into the semifinals. Knocked off Bishop State earlier today.
Gadsden State, one of the higher scoring teams in the ACC at 85 a game. Put up 85 points. That means that you scoring quite a few transition baskets.
4-3 Lawson State lead, put in play to cross. 4 minutes into the last game of the day. Typically, we would be wrapping up the day of basketball about now, but we had a couple of hours of Lady Charger practice, getting ready for the tournament in Birmingham. And then, of course, being the conference tournament.
Right, well worth it because you don't want to change things up this time of the year. Some coaches are just superstitious and some players are.
And he's swatted away in the block by Jones. Into the corner. Trying to bank it in was Baird. Rebounded by Christian Willis. Down low defense, trying to get it to the other corner to Morris. And that will get us to the first of
timeout on the floor.
A number of media timeouts. 15-19 to go in half number one.
Guess what? The young lady's doing the floor now.
She was on break. It's a union job. Speaking of breaks, we'll take one too.
Oh, that's when she was on her phone.
Yeah.
The social media stuff. She's probably texting them now. You know I screwed up because I was on the phone?
I think she's texting with our mop lady on the other end of the floor.
Yeah. Why didn't you tell me to get up?
Jumper from the charity stripe. Misfiring is Barnett. Checking into the game. Over to Sellers. Sellers feeding it down low. Into the paint. Nice move. Got the look. Couldn't get it to fall. Jones battling to get it back. Instead, it will be Barnett with it.
Oh, he's going to get an offensive foul out of that one. Yes.
Player control foul charged to Gadsden State's number 11, Julian Barnett. First personal, second team foul.
Put in play to Anwa. Loose ball on the floor. Diving bodies all over the place to come up with it. It's Gadsden State that gets it. Spin
And
into the paint.
Rejection that time. Reject City.
Other end of the floor. Anwa with a rebound and goes out front with it.
Fadeaway jump shot, but Gadsden's coming out of there with it.
And that'll be dropped in from long range.
Jones. He's averaging 9 points a game on the season for Gadsden State.
Sellers, 6'5" sophomore from Birmingham. Working his way down low and a gentle little drop in.
Right, straight line drive. You got to be able to turn them.
A long two. Shannon Jones, another product from Birmingham. Gadsden and Lawson Both dipped into the Birmingham talent pool. Giving into the paint. To the glass for two, Jones.
Lawson State basket, number 23, Michael Jones.
And they're going to get a walk on that one. Forgot the most important part, your luggage when you travel like that.
For Gadsden State, number 5, Keyshawn Morris.
Here comes Chinwindu Otunye from Katy, Texas for Lawson State.
Say that twice real fast.
I was struggling with once, real slow. Lob down low. Sellers trying to pick it over the hand of Morris.
Right, they tried that backdoor lob. A little too close to the baseline that time. Gadsden State is really not in the offensive rhythm right now. Neither team is, to be honest, with 12:27 to go.
It has felt like kind of a choppy first 8 minutes.
Right. See turnover after turnover or near turnover.
Able to get it back, Watkins. From the elbow, that is Willis.
They're going to get a foul over the back that time. Yeah, they're going to get 23 on that.
Charge to number 23,
Michael
Makai Pitts. First personal, third team foul.
Lawson State is yet to commit a foul.
In the world of modern basketball, 8 minutes into a ball game, that's pretty impressive.
Yes, it is. That's also impressive. To shoot a three from that deep.
Michael Jones.
Jones makes it a 5-point Lawson State lead.
This reminds me of the game with Gadsden State last year in the tournament. They got off to a slow start and then came on like gangbusters.
Well, when you average 85 a game, you've had a slow start game.
Yep.
Back to the glass, Willis, then gives it over to Fitz, and Fitz drops in the three, makes it a 2-point game.
Yep, that was set up because they got the offensive rebound.
Back pocket nearly picked, but able to come up with it and give to Bear. Bear with a miss on the three.
Fitz to wrestle that thing out of there.
Over it goes to Willis. Willis into the paint, gives to Fitz. Fitz to the left hand and the lay-in.
Nice pirouette that time. Good use of the left hand.
From the elbow, Cross gets knocked down.
Yep, they're going to get Willis on that one.
And that'll bring us to our second media timeout. 10:33 to play, half number one. Just about all White Jones County. Diving catch at shortstop. Gross. Towards the gap. Diving catch in center field by Ben Aklinski. There is a shot towards deep short. Perhaps got it. Long throw over, and he got it. Wallace State coach, is he watching a game or taking notes?
Probably both.
Probably so. He's got two devices. Got the laptop, got the phone in hand. And of course, Wallace hands full. We'll take on the winner of this one tomorrow night.
While it's Hansel, those kids will have an opportunity to rest, be a short turnaround for the winner of this game.
Very short. Shorter than normal. First shot good for Cross. And that is the Southern Union basketball team now leaving.
Right. Cross is on the season. He's at 86%.
One of the better free throw shooters anywhere.
Yes.
Given to Fitz. And then Fitz for three.
Gadsden State 3, cup number 23, Makai Fitz.
And is Bear with a handoff to Sellers. It is picked off, and to the other end of the floor goes Jones.
Gadsden State basket number 4, Shannon Jones.
Halftime, Joel Lamb coming up.
Good drive to the basket that time.
And a bucket for Cross.
Finishing up with contact.
Off the mark with a three try from Jones. And you got a ticky-tack foul from Keyshawn Watkins.
Right, and with 9:28 to go in the first half, Lawson State has not committed a foul that the officials have called.
You're qualifying that.
Yes.
And is dropped in from long range by Bear.
Bear.
Lawson State 3, cup number 1, Gary Bear.
All right, the deepest into a college game you have ever gone without seeing one team or the other commit a foul.
I want to say around the 8-minute mark some years ago.
We're approaching historic territory.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
At the 8:54 mark.
Uh-oh.
And an offensive, it'll be charged to Watkins.
So that means that Lawson State is playing some outstanding defense.
Second personal, 6-5.
Watkins picking up his second.
He's got 2 more fouls than the entire Lawson State team. Oh, there's their first foul. They're okay, it's over with. At 8:42.
Didn't make it to the 8-minute mark. And of all things, an illegal screen.
Foul called on Lawson State's number 1, Gary Bear.
So Bear picking up the personal.
You got to take that guy outside and hang him up by his toes.
You don't commit fouls in Birmingham. First foul of the game for the Cougars. Morris kicking it out front. Into the game is Duckworth.
Now they on the roll. They got 2 fouls in 1 minute now.
That is Tobias Stoudemire.
Michael Jones.
After the Jones foul.
Second team foul. At the line for Gadsden State, number 13, Tobias Stoudemire.
Stoudemire from where the D2 tournament was played last week. Montevallo, Alabama.
75% free throw shooter on the year. Put that one down. Now Gass is back into the zone, 2-3 zone. Give him a different look.
Give it to Christopher Blunt, who is back into the game, stolen away by Morris. And he'll jam it in.
Dunk City.
Makes it a 1-point game with inside 8 to play in the half.
Good penetration. Good pull-up, Jay.
Cross pushing out to a 3-point Cougar lead. Halftime, we talk with Joel Lamp. He is with the Huntsville-Madison County Convention and Visitors Bureau.
Right, they do a good job of bringing different events to the city of Huntsville.
And they realize how important sports is, not only for the athlete and developing the athlete, but the economy of the community.
Oh, yes.
To Lawson State's number 2,
Let's bring into another timeout. 7:12 to play in half number 1.
Timeout on the floor. Media timeout.
I just feel like the conversation there is nothing but basketball. Has nothing to do with shopping or, Amazon or. My wife is so talented that, she can be offline and at night and buy. She can shop. She's good. She's a professional shopper.
Yep, they know how to do that.
At the line for Gadsden State, number 13, Tobias Stoudemire.
Stoudemire back at the line. 7:12 to play.
75% on the year from the free throw line. And not jinxed it. Nice lefty stroke.
One more for Stoudemire. Lost a big part of the crowd when Calhoun went home. Still a good crowd on here.
Oh, yes.
But that energy, that size left with the Warhawks to some degree. Giving over to Cross, then to Bear.
Yeah, they're working against this zone. They're trying to get it inside.
Into the paint, little contact. That'll be the offensive foul on Keaton Cross.
Foul charge to Lawson State's number 10, Keaton Cross. His first personal, 4th team foul. Checking in for Lawson State, number 0, Elijah Stewart.
So in about 2.5 minutes, they've picked up 4 fouls after not fouling at all.
And they've just about caught up with the Cardinals.
Yep.
Jones sending it to Fitz. Back it goes to Jones.
Yeah, they got a mouse in the house, but they didn't recognize it.
Gadsden State basket number 4, Shannon Jones.
What was the mouse and what was the house?
Well, you had Stewart, who's at 5'8", trying to guard Fitz in there at 6'7".
Little bit of a mismatch.
Yes.
That is Otuene.
Otuene did a good job of going up and under. Going to get a walk out of that one.
And it'll be Lawson State ball on the 6-minute mark.
Right, he wanted to make that pass under the basket, but somebody stepped in his line of vision.
Michael Jones out of the game. Elijah Stewart in for Lawson State. Limped into the paint, and there's a whistle on the drive by Sellers. That is going to be Stoudemire.
Gadsden State foul, charge to number 13, Tobias Stoudemire.
And that's going to put Sellers at the free throw line.
Foul. At the line for Lawson State, number 4, Deshaun Sellers.
And on the season, he shoots it at 59%.
Checking
Nice
in
stroke.
for Gadsden State, number 5, Keyshawn Morris.
Rebounded by Duckworth after the miss, 1 of 2. You talk about some elevation from Jones.
Right. Yeah, he's got some springs.
And he got up there to get that one.
Lawson State foul, charge to number 2, Kimba Otunye. His second personal, 5th team foul.
Otunye picking up the second foul, as that is kicked out of bounds by Stewart. And again, Jones to put it in play. Lob to Duckworth. Willis back over to Jones.
That's going to be a block. They're going to get a block out of that one. That was Stewart trying to draw that offensive foul.
Charge to number 0, Elijah Stewart. His first personal.
That'll be the first on Stewart. And Lawson State is almost caught up now with the Cardinals in the foul department, 6 as compared to 7.
Right. Both teams now will be in the bonus. We'll be shooting free throws on the next foul.
Stewart out of the game. Anwar comes back in. Handed to Jones. He'll back up and fire, just a little bit strong. Rebounded by Jones.
Right, he's at 6 foot, so he had to try to back the 5'8" guy down in the paint.
Drive into the paint, left-hander off the rim, no good for Sellers. Put back is good, and Jones draws the foul.
Right, good offensive rebound, and even better, having enough power to power the ball back up.
Foul charge to Gadsden State's number 5, Keyshawn Morris.
The and one for Jones, the Tarpon Springs, Florida product.
On the line, shooting 1 for Lawson State, number 23, Michael Jones.
Lost his balance that time.
Morris coughs it up. Stewart on the other end of the floor, hands over to Anwar.
Dribble handoff by Lawson State.
Back over it goes to Stewart. Blunt's got it, puts up the 3. Too strong. It'll be Morris up with it. Off the glass, no good for Willis.
And you're going to have a step up. He got the rebound, but he lost his balance and stepped on the baseline.
So it will be Willis putting it in play from the baseline. Willis off the rim with a 3. Jones with the rebound, gives it over to Stewart.
With this 4-point lead, Lawson State needs to try to get a basket.
Jones misses, Duckworth with it. Put into the corner to Jones, and yes, there is a Jones wearing blue and a Jones wearing red. Michael Jones for Lawson State, and it is Shannon Jones for Gadsden.
They're going to get the little guy in there.
Yep.
That's Stewart reaching in there.
when the body will not go up, there's something holding it down. And
Yes.
that was the hand of Stewart on Barnett.
His second personal.
At least he did it the right way. You don't let him get an and one.
Timeout on the floor.
That'll bring us to the last media timeout in half number 1.
Of Alabama Online, where legends log in. A tradition of excellence. Choose from over 100 affordable degree and certificate programs that fit your budget and schedule. Earn the same degree as you would on campus, with the same affordable tuition rate for every state. UA Online. Advance your career and change your life. Get started today at online.ua.edu.
So the staff with Bishop State. If anxiety burns calories, they lost some weight in the prior game. That was a tight one between Bishop State and Calhoun.
Oh, yes. Down to the wire.
But Bishop State will win it with 2 seconds remaining in the game.
Right, but you could tell from the season series that game was going to come down to the end. Yep.
One game won by 3, one game won in double OT. As a matter of fact, when the shot was missed by Rush out front, I thought we were headed to overtime.
Yep. And I don't know where, offensive rebound. Now, Barnett on the year, he shoots it at 52%. Gadsden State's going to have to pick it up if they plan on getting their average, which is 85 points.
Well, if you average 85, that means at halftime you've typically got about 42, 43.
Right, that's what I'm saying. They've got to pick it up.
They got about half that.
Yep.
Drive to the glass, Fitz denying the opportunity for a Sellers jam. And we'll touch a Cougar so Karn can go get it back court. Jones to Watkins, lost it in the paint.
Good hands in there for Lawson State.
Anwar coming up with it.
Good drive, good drive. Cross. Keaton Cross that time.
6-point Lawson State lead. Out of the corner. That is Morris. Morris with a miss. The rebound belongs to Jones.
Right. Lawson State limiting them to one shot.
Sellers win at the timeline, gives out front to Cross. Christopher Blunt back in.
If he had to, that's going to be no basket, but if he hadn't touched it, I think that one was going to fall.
Foul charge to Gadsden State's number 23, Makai Fitz. His second personal.
Fitz picks up his second foul.
Shooting 2.
Yeah, with 1:55 left in the half, they ought to be looking to get him off the floor. And that's going to put Michael Jones at the free throw line. Well, during the season, he normally shoots it pretty good, 72%. And if you play in the paint and you can shoot it at 72%, you need to be getting to the free throw line.
Checking in for Gadsden State, number 4, Shannon Jones.
Well, his hands full, Southern Union, the two teams that didn't have to play in the quarterfinals.
And they're looking on, taking notes. They looked on, took notes for both games.
Inside 2 to play, half number 1. Nice feed down low, and committing the personal is Jones.
Foul charge to Lawson State's number 23, Michael Jones.
That has got Watkins shooting.
That'll be Jones' second personal foul.
State number 10, Keyshawn Watkins.
Didn't get that up on the rim, and I think that's probably the reason why he shoots it at 51% from the free throw line.
Replacing number 23, Michael Jones.
Caden Davis from Tuscumbia, Alabama, checking into the game for Lawson State.
It's about almost an hour's ride from here.
And another foul. That'll be charged. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, I've said so we'll walk to the other end and shoot some free throws. Start tomorrow with that.
And that is Tyrese. You got Tobias and Tyrese. And, I'm just, using my deductive reasoning that
they're related.
Yeah. I wonder if they're twins. Are they both in the same class? No, one's a sophomore.
Yeah.
169, 166.
They had some battles in the backyard.
Number 12, Dontarius Coleman.
Sellers with 99 seconds remaining in the half. Thrown back onto the floor, able to get it into the hands of Watkins. Willis backing it out. Fed down low, rejected.
Oh. I thought that was a good block. Official said, no, it's not.
And they'll get Cross with a personal.
His second personal, 19 foul.
Cross was looking like me. He was like, wait a minute, I got that.
Number 10, Keyshawn Watkins.
That's going to put Watkins back at the free throw line.
6'4" freshman from Huntsville, Alabama. Biggest city in Alabama.
Oh, yes.
Used to be Birmingham.
Now it's the Rocket City.
Yep.
We're taking off.
Home of the Trash Pandas.
Yes.
And a whole lot more. Trash Pandas used to be the Bay Bears, the Mobile Bay Bears.
Yep. They didn't want to be Bears anymore. They wanted to be some Pandas.
Off the side of the backboard, able to get it back was Watkins. Put back good.
State basket number 10, Keyshawn Watkins.
Watkins said, I might not be able to drop a free throw, but I can rebound and get it off and put it back in. Good job.
And it's Christian. Christian Flores in.
Yep.
And he'll throw it away.
Well, the officials missed it anyway because he stepped over the center court line. So that was the back court.
We're going to get a timeout on the floor. It is asked for by Lawson State. 43 seconds left in the half. And the Cougars hanging on to a 4-point lead.
Lawson State's got to be pleased where they are right now because they lost to this group twice this year, and they're not playing like they're afraid of them.
They've held them to 27 points. That is way below the average. But on the other hand, you're looking at the Cardinals, who, they're way below average, but they're only down by 4.
Yeah. So if they get a wake-up call, they feel like they can overcome this.
fed into the corner. It was tipped and saved by Sellers, but into the hands of the Cardinals, and the guy who took the original shot, Coleman, gets it anyway.
Now, Lawson has a chance to go for the last shot. The opportunity's there.
Sellers working the dribble, shot clock, and game clock dwindling, and it's thrown away.
Wow, they threw it to the guy that was going out the door.
4 seconds left for Gadsden State to either tie it up or take a 1-point lead.
Well, with 4 seconds, yeah, they got plenty of time. Wow.
Time ball game.
Wow.
What a job by Shannon Jones. And he will propel Gadsden State to a 31-all tie at the head.
Yeah, I know they got to talk about that at halftime in Lawson State, because you don't let them advance the ball like that with only 4 seconds on the clock.
Well, give us the guidance. What you got to do if you're Gadsden State to win it in the second half? What you got to do if you are the Cougars?
Well, for Gadsden State, you got to push the basketball. You know, you used to scoring 85 points a game, and that translates into some transition baskets. They don't have enough of those, so they got to ramp up their defense, run off of misses and makes, and get the ball down the floor. And for Lawson State, you got to continue doing what you're doing, and that's controlling the game. They're not letting Gadsden State get out into a running game by controlling the ball on the offensive end of the floor. They got to continue that.
It is halftime, 31 each. Joel Lamb, our halftime guest, coming up. Great to have with us for a sit-down Joel Lamb, who is the Sports Development Manager with the Huntsville-Madison County Convention Visitors Bureau. I think I got all of that, maybe not quite in the right order, but I think I got it all in there, Joel.
It's a mouthful. It's a mouthful, but thanks for having me on. Appreciate it.
It is a delight to have you aboard. Sports is huge. I mean, from the standpoint of economic development for a community, for a county, for a state, and obviously Huntsville realizes that.
The great thing about sports is you got a different way to tell your story. And so we're excited to, branch out and do a lot of different things. We're going to be the basketball capital of Alabama for a couple weeks here with the State Junior College Championship this weekend at UAH. And then next week we have the Conference USA Basketball Championship at the Von Braun Center. So a lot of basketball. And then last night we had UAH playing their quarterfinal game in their tournament. So it's been the next 10 days of basketball are packed here in Huntsville.
And obviously it's a pleasure to be a part of that. And it's a pleasure for the junior college system to be in Huntsville. You have been great hosts. Where sports is concerned, obviously we love sports for the game, but really from an economic perspective, though there's nothing that is completely isolated from a good or bad economy, sports does seem to be one of those that maybe doesn't take as much of a hit when things are down elsewhere.
one of the things we've talked a lot about nationwide in the sports tourism industry is the fact that during COVID, sports was the first thing that came back. And sports is kind of that one thing that will always be there. You can always count on it. You've got moms and dads who are not going to give their kids that experience. And so from our standpoint here in Huntsville, we've got a great baseline of youth events, and that's the bedrock foundation of what we do from a sports tourism standpoint. We want to bring all these kids in and have their parents experience Huntsville and realize how great a place it is to live, work, and play. And so with that kind of the baseline, then we're able to start adding a little piece and a little piece on top of it, whether it's the basketball tournaments we've got coming up. We've got some golf tournaments later this year. Soccer is a huge opportunity for us. And then we found that there are some riches and niches. And we found some really cool niche opportunities for us with cross country. We've built, turned our old municipal golf course, which was hemorrhaging money, into a world-class cross-country complex. And we're going to run 12 events this fall that are going to bring in close to $8 million in economic impact to our community. And which is hard to believe that a cross-country race can do that, but you get so many kids, and we've developed such a strong reputation in that sport. And these are dollars coming in to our community that are bolstering our budgets and being able to generate more tax revenue. So that way we're able to invest those dollars back into the community.
So are you saying too, when I think of Huntsville, I think of space, but there's kind of a hand-in-hand relationship with sports and space. You get them here for sports, they go check out space.
We've talked a little bit more about this locally the last couple of weeks. Is we've cornered the market on space. If you're anywhere near the space program or in that world, you know where Huntsville is. You know what they do. You know our place in that ecosystem. From a sports standpoint, our job is kind of really to tell Huntsville's story in a completely different way and introduce people to Huntsville who have no idea that Huntsville is the largest city in the state of Alabama. It's the home of the space program. All those little tidbits that the space people have grown to know and accept, that's not widely known outside of that world. And so our job is really, let's find these events where they create a massive economic impact. They improve the quality of life in Huntsville, and they have an additional marketing opportunity for us to tell the Huntsville story in a different way.
Tell us about the relationship with the Trash Pandas, because I think the Bay Bears they moved north. They became the Trash Pandas. Yep. And at least from an outsider's viewpoint, hearing information and seeing pictures, that relationship is going very well.
The Trash Pandas are a great partner. Located in Madison, just outside the city limits of Huntsville. They have built a phenomenal ballpark, and the Trash Pandas have fully embraced the fan experience. You're not necessarily there to watch them win or lose, but you're gonna go have a good time no matter what happens on the field. And the good thing is with the Angels farm system, you're going to see somebody that's either going up real quick or they're going down real quick. There's not a lot in between. But they've been phenomenal partners with us on doing events as well. We had a college football game there 2 years ago. We barely fit the field into the dimensions of the ballpark. But they have embraced the insanity of, hey, what can we do in the ballpark? And so 2 weeks ago, we hosted the Rocket City Softball Showcase presented by PNC, turning the baseball field into a softball field. And so we had 5 SEC teams roll through, 4 SEC teams roll through Huntsville and Madison for a week, and a truly amazing experience. Phenomenal job by their grounds crew, turning that venue into the premier softball experience in the country. It was really a cool event. And it was also cold because we scheduled it during the worst week of February.
Well, okay, now you piqued my interest in regards to the football. It happened a couple of years ago. Who played, and will it happen again?
We had UNA play Jacksonville State, and so the cool thing about it was we played in one direction. We missed the safety margin for both end zones by 5 feet. And so we shifted the one end zone that the teams didn't score in down a little bit closer. And so we would kick off, go put the ball down at the other end of the field. They drive towards the first base dugout, score or punt, and then we take the ball, go back and do it all over again. And so I was really hoping, the funny thing was we had to put both sets of goalposts up. And we were really hoping we'd get a defensive touchdown so somebody would go score in the end zone that we couldn't use. Mm-hmm. And then we'd have somebody kick an extra point out and like to Jay Alexander's restaurant out behind left field. So it was a really fun, unique event, turning the ballpark into a football stadium.
2 questions in regards to what's coming up. One is coming up soon, like say maybe this summer, this year. And then what do you see that lies 3-5 years down the road for the sports program there?
We've got a packed 2025. This is there are certain days I walk in, I'm like, what did I do with the schedule? I should have. This looked really good when we got it, and now it's like, oh dear Barbara, what have we walked into? So we got the basketball tournaments coming up this week, next week. We've got Major League Fishing's Red Crest, which is their version of Bassmasters. We're hosting that the first weekend in April at the Von Braun Center. That'll take over all of downtown. Then later this summer, we've got our USA Track and Field Masters National Outdoor Championship. So athletes that are ages 30 and up will compete in all the age categories, events, everything for 4 days. And so the school board has made a really big investment in the Milton Frank Stadium to be a track facility, a big time track facility. And so this is our first foray into the track world in a big way. And so we're excited to bring more than 1,000 competitors in July for that event. And then we're doing a lot of cross-country stuff. We're working right now. We're working on the opportunity to create a night cross-country race. We've done every sort of race possible at the cross-country complex. We haven't done one at night. And so we're working on a plan right now to finalize being able to race at night and have the course lit up. To the second part of your question, what's 3-5 years down the road? 2027 is a kind of the big year where our whole plan is kind of really led up to. We're hoping to have a return of a conference basketball tournament in March, a major softball event in May, come back in June with the World Amateur Disc Golf Championship. Huntsville's got a long history in the world of disc golf. And so we're restarting that tradition with the World Amateur Championship in 27. And then we're looking at a major college soccer kickoff event for August, come back in November. And this is where our November is going to be absolutely crazy. We will have a beach volleyball national championship first weekend in November. We'll have the Division I cross-country regionals. We'll have the Division II cross-country national championship. And then we'll come back just to top it off. We'll have the Division II men's and women's soccer Final Four. So 2027 is almost booked up for us. So it's a lot of work has gotten us to this point, but it is really exciting to get all this momentum really rolling.
Joel M., the sports development manager with the Huntsville, Madison County Convention and Visitors Bureau. It's been great to have you with us. It sounds like it's obviously not just space, it's sports too in Huntsville. We appreciate you talking with us, and we look forward to another chat soon.
Thank you. Appreciate you having me on.
Robert, one of the things that jumping off of the stat sheet for me, 3 out of 10, that's the free throw shooting for Gadsden State.
Wow. Certainly well below their average at 31 points in a half.
Right. So 31 points, and then you only shooting 3 for 10 from the free throw line, and then Lawson State opens the second half up with a 3. And that's by Cross. And I'd give him 13. Lawson State had 2 people in double digits, Jones and Cross. Both are in double digits for the Cougars in the first half. And then for Gadsden State, Shannon Jones leads them in score with 11.
So it was the Jones show in the first half.
Oh, yes.
Michael Jones and Shannon Jones.
Yes.
That is Shannon Jones misfiring on the 2. And, of course, it was Shannon Jones that hit the bucket right prior to the end of the first half to knot it up at 31.
Right, and that gave him his 10th point of the half.
This cross backing in, turns around, and all second half points thus far have been Lawson State points.
Right. It's a quick 5.
Off the rim for Willis.
And they're going to call a foul that time.
Committed by the only Cardinal in a group of 4.
Watkins.
By number 10,
No.
Keyshawn Watkins.
Yeah.
His 3rd personal, first team.
Lawson State's been very deliberate with their offense.
Sellers giving a cross into the paint. And he'll shoot over Jones.
Right. He likes that matchup. He's taking advantage of it. That's 7 quick points for him in his half.
Lost in the paint. Lawson State wrapping it up. And you're going to Lawson State timeout to preserve possession.
Right. So they're going to get a 30 on that one. And because it is the first 30 of the half, they're going to make it into a medium.
So we'll take the break as well in half number 2. Well, there's a Lawson State guy that's already tasted victory tonight.
Oh, the women's coach. Oh, yes.
Yep, Aubrey Wiley. Hanging around to see how the guys do.
I like it when schools show their support for each other. Sports teams show their support. That's what helps create that family atmosphere at your institution.
University of Alabama Huntsville, side of the ACCC D1 championships. And in both genders, down to 4 tomorrow. Already know who the ladies will be in the Final Four.
And this kid's in the groove, man. Cross, they better ride him.
That is Willis. First Gadsden State points of the half.
Right. But somebody's going to have to, they need to switch up matchups because Cross, he's just attacking.
Gives to Blunt.
He shouldn't have given that up because he had a mouse in the house.
And the throwing back onto the floor is Sellers.
See, a lot of times it's not your shot, my shot. It's whoever's getting it done. You need to feed that person. And right now, they need to feed Cross. He needs an overload.
Okay, we've got a mouse in the house, but you know I have not heard you make reference to a bunny yet.
and they have missed a couple of bunnies.
Fence, and it'll be off the quad of Watkins.
Good hands that time by Lawson State. The Cougars are playing both ends of the floor. But right now, I would be riding Cross. Make them make the adjustment.
Michael Jones into the paint. 3 bounces off the rim, but nothing doing.
So that's
Willis for 3. Blunt's got it out in front. Cross.
Cross walked that time. Good defense that time. That was number 4. That was Jones that time. Shannon Jones caused that turnover.
7-point game, 16 to go. That is Fitz. Kicking over to Watkins and then thrown away to Blunt. Comes up short.
Yep, now he missed the bunny.
Tipped out of bounds. Cardinals will keep it.
Number 24, Braden Duckworth. Timeout on the floor. Media.
We're going to head to a media timeout. Inside 16 to go in the game.
Of Alabama Online, where legends log in. A tradition of excellence. Choose from over 100 affordable degree and certificate programs that fit your budget and schedule. Earn the same degree as you would on campus, with the same affordable tuition rate for every state. UA Online. Advance your career and change your life. Get started today at online.ua.edu.
That's me these days, you know. I mean, I still got a little rhythm, but it's not much.
Yeah. Then you just keep it up high. Keep it up high. Yeah, that's all you do. Keep it up high, Robert. They'll never know the difference.
Sounds like I may have company in that.
Absolutely.
Put in play by Willis. Jones sending it down low to Fitz. And Willis will shoot the three. He'll hit it. It's a 4-point game.
Good skip pass. Inside out. Got the ball into the middle of the defense. Skipped it to the other side.
Into the paint. Lawson. Cross has it.
And he's going to the free throw line. See, in basketball, it's all about exploiting matchups, and right now, they're exploiting that matchup. Jones is not the one to be on cross at this point.
Fitz picking up his third foul. 6'7" sophomore from Birmingham.
Yeah, because see, Pitts had to come over to help Jones out.
Well, let's see Madonna Thompson in the house. That's not a surprise. I have a feeling she's finagled away to get Shelton State on the floor for a practice tonight. And she covers all the bases. And I guess that's what you do when you win 700-plus games.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
$15 to go in the game. Fitz trying to get to it, couldn't hang on. It'll go out of bounds.
Right. He's looking for a hole. You see, right now, Lawson State, they're doing what they're supposed to do. They're controlling tempo. Being methodical on the offensive end has put Gadsden State in a funk. Their offense is not smooth. It's not in a rhythm.
Handed over to Cross.
Now, and yeah, Cross want him out of the way. They want him out of the way. It's barbecue chicken. There's nothing can be done about that. Eat him alive.
Okay, now we've gotten a mouse, a bunny, and a chicken in the game coverage. Stuck into the corner. And it'll be dropped in by Duckworth.
Good ball movement by Gadsden State that time.
Duckworth with a foul, I believe. Let's wait and see. Nope, that is Fitz, and that's 4.
Gadsden State foul. Charge to number 23, Mackay Fitz. His 4th personal, 3rd team foul.
Yeah, that's going to hurt.
At the line from Lawson State, number 11, Emeka Onwa.
I'm still trying to figure out why the adjustment has not been made to get a bigger guy on cross.
Dontarius Coleman.
But he and the Lawson coaching staff, they're doing it the right way. You keep doing it until they stop it. They can't stop it, keep going after it.
Well, I know there's one fella not complaining, and that's Cross.
Oh, yeah. And, now they do. They have switched up. Might be 8 points too late, but they did it.
And he still, he didn't get points. But the follow-up good from Jones.
Right, but he created for his teammate.
Michael Jones.
Jones to the left side of the floor. Morris giving to Willis. Willis spins. Came up short, but a foul. It's got him shooting.
I think they blew that whistle because he hit the floor.
Lawson State foul, charge to number 32, Christopher Blunt. His first foul, 1st team foul.
Yep, so they've gone about 7 minutes before they picked up their first foul.
Willis.
They've been playing some pretty good defense because they're not fouling until that last 4 minutes of the first half.
Went 12 minutes in the first half without a foul.
Right.
And commit their first nearly 7 in this one. In play to Cross. for three, Blunt off the rim. Rebounded by Morris.
Right, but they got to score. They got to push the ball and get some easy baskets.
That is Willis from the stripe. In and out. Cross with a rebound.
Nope.
From the elbow, dips it. Rebounded by Willis.
On that one, he could have been a little more patient because he had the matchup he needed.
Well, this is probably what Gadsden State does frequently. If you score 85 a night, you're shooting often.
Yep.
Duckworth with a miss. It is brought down low. Jones. Follow him good from Anwar.
Right. Gadsden State's body language is not where it needs to be down by 9. Their people have got to step up.
Blocked by Sellers. That is Cross with a drive. Tipped out. Willis has got it.
And he's got to get active because he's one of their leading scorers. He's their third leading scorer at 12 a game, so he's got to get involved in their offense.
Timeout on the floor.
Timeout on the floor, 11:33 to go. And it's a 42-49 game. Well, I was trying to get a shot of Coach Thompson
from
Shelton State.
Yeah, get it.
Well, yeah. But I think she's done this intentionally.
What?
She's here below my camera where I can't really get a good angle. We were doing a tournament a couple of years ago.
What row is she on? Wait a minute.
She's on this side, underneath us over here.
Oh, okay.
But we were doing a tournament in Georgia, and she was watching another game. It was on the other side of the floor, and I got her with some dance moves to Michael Jackson, and she hasn't forgiven me since. 7-point game, 11:20 left in the season or the game. Ball on the floor, able to get it to teammate is Jones.
Did not get it off. Good defensive stance by Gadsden State that time. You're only down by 7. Willis is your third leading scorer. He's not scored. Your problem is Fitz is your leading scorer. He's got 4 fouls, and he's been an assistant coach, and that's not good. Watkins has to pick it up. He's the second leading scorer.
When do you put Fitz back in?
With the season on the line, I'll probably try to wait until at least the 8-minute mark.
Into the corner to Morris. Off on the 3, and that's off Montigny.
But if I can keep it close, you leave him on there as long as possible. Because when I put him back in, I'm going to use him. I got to have him in the box. I got to have him in that paint.
Willis to put it in play. And as Coleman into the game, fires into the corner. Duckworth giving it to Morris. Lost in the paint, and Cross has got it. It seems like every time you're talking about something happening, point, steal, rebound.
Yep. But that's good defense by Gadsden State that time. And that was Duckworth that time coming up with the block. They're going to get a push that time. That's Jones. Yeah, Michael Jones pushing the freshman around.
Third foul, he'll come out. Deshaun Sellers will come in. Still half of the half to go, as it is put in play to Jones.
Yeah, still anybody's game.
Off the rim for Willis.
That's going to go over to Lawson State.
Tell you a guy that's going very quiet for the Cards, and that is Jones.
Yes.
And a big first half. And
you know why? Because he spent all his energy trying to guard Cross.
And it's Anwar able to drop it over Willis.
Yeah, this second half, he spent all his energy trying to stop Cross.
That's been a tough assignment. Julian Barnett getting ready to come into the game for the Cardinals. Coleman off the rim. Rebounded by Anwar. Leans in. Guess who's got it back? Guess who got the bucket?
Right.
And guess who's going to the line?
He can do no wrong. He missed that shot. He missed a little bunny, but he was able to stay in there. Got a bunny hop and got it and put it back in. Now, I said 8 minutes. They're bringing him at 9. So coach is feeling like it's slipping away from him because he's going for it this time.
And the lead has gone to double digits. It's a do-or-die game.
So he's bringing Fitz back in the game. 9:24 on the clock. Let's see if he can be smart while he's on the floor. Now, I will be using him on the offensive end. He's got a good seal in there, and they missed it.
Stolen away down low by Gary Bear.
He was throwing the lob, and it wasn't there.
Saved into the hands of Morris. He will lay it up and in.
Yep, he put him on skates. Morris put him on skates that time. But look who's coming to the basket.
Frost taking it into the paint.
Yep.
Stepping out of bounds. That is Julian Barnett.
Right, that's because Lawson State trapped him in that corner over there.
And Lawson State will have it with a 10-point lead.
Yeah, they're doing a pretty good job of
Gadsden State foul charged to number 11.
That is going to be charged to Barnett.
Yep.
Second personal, 5th team foul.
Cross in play to Bear. Anwar off on the 3. Give it to Fitz.
Oh, wow. What a block. Nice block. And that was that man again that did the blocking.
Hits one miss. Makes the second shot. Gets fouled.
Number 23.
You know, that was Cross on that block.
Doing it all.
Lawson State foul charged to number 2, Kimba Otunye. Third personal, 3rd team foul.
And one no good, but the putback is.
Basket number 10, Keyshawn Watkins.
Cross with a miss on the 3.
That.
Lawson
Tunye.
charged to number 2.
He'll pick up his 4th.
His 4th personal.
Right now, Gadsden State has a little momentum on their side.
Timeout.
Going into this under 8 timeout.
Pulled to within 6. It's our fans way up in the stands. I think they've been here a while.
Yeah, they wait for it to be over with.
Yeah, he may be copping a few Z's.
Yep.
And she's shopping Amazon.
Oh, yeah.
Way up in the rafters here at the home of the Chargers. University of Alabama, Huntsville.
Great basketball in North Alabama. You got Jacksonville fighting for a conference championship, tournament championship. You got University of North Alabama fighting for a title also. And then, of course, we know right here at University of Alabama, Huntsville, they're fighting for a championship also.
Dribble is nearly lost. And it'll go out of bounds.
No, that's going to get a foul on that. They're going to get 23 on that one.
And how many is that on Jones? That's got to be 4
Lawson
or
State
5.
foul,
4.
charged to number 23, Michael Jones.
So his 4th personal.
4th personal, 5th team foul. At the line, shooting 2 for Gadsden State, number 10, Keyshawn Watkins.
Yeah, Watkins has got to step it up because of the foul trouble of Fitz.
Watkins, hometown boy from right here in Huntsville.
So that means he's probably got some family members in the stands, and he wants them to be happy. So he's got to concentrate, put some free throws down, and help his team to a victory.
Instead 0 for 2. Tunye with the rebound.
Now, Lawson State has to get back to what got them the big lead, controlling the tempo of the game.
Flood in the corner. Back to Sellers. Got the look, couldn't get it to fall. Tunye with the rebound. He'll get fouled.
And
that's foul.
And that's going to.
Gadsden State foul, charged to number 11, Julian Barnett. 10.
Barnett 3 fouls.
Watkins.
No, I think they changed that to Watkins.
Tunye at the line. He is the Katy, Texas product.
Long way from home.
Watkins looking over to Barnett. Barnett will drive. And he'll get 2.
Gadsden State basket number 11, Julian Barnett.
Elijah Stewart checking into the game for the first time in the second half.
It's an unnecessary foul. You don't want to do that.
Gadsden State foul, charge to number 4, Shannon Jones. His first personal. 17th foul. At the line, shooting 1-1 for Lawson State, number 0, Elijah Stewart.
A little hobble is Barnett, and actually it was Elijah Stewart that went over and helped him up.
Yep. And Stewart is from Bonita Springs, Florida. Never heard of it.
I have heard of Bonita Springs. I'm not sure where Bonita Springs is. I'm assuming there's some springs near Bonita.
Yep.
We've got Lacey Springs near here.
Oh, yes.
And I guess there is springs in Lacey Springs. All right, and there must be near Bonita. Fitz with the rebound.
Down by 6:36 to go. Plenty of time.
Lob down to Fitz. Now you talk about a mismatch. That was definitely one.
Oh, a mouse in the house.
That's it.
Foul, charge to number 0, Elijah Stewart. His third personal, 6th team foul.
Stewart picking up the foul.
And that's why you can't switch on. A lot of times you can't switch on ball screens because that's what happens.
Put in play by Jones, gives it to Fitz. Taking on Otunye. And Otunye will commit the foul from the backside, and that might be it for Otunye.
Lawson State foul.
Yep, you're absolutely correct.
Otunye.
His night is
His
over with.
fifth personal foul.
So he'll pick up his 5th, come out of the ball game. I don't think he knows it
No,
yet.
yeah, he doesn't want to believe it. He says, "You
At the
kidding me?
line for Gadsden
Can't be
State,
5."
23, Makai Fitz.
Caden Davis in with the departure of Otunye.
But at some point, Gadsden State's got to be able to hit some free throws.
This has been a problem pretty much all day long.
And on the season as a team, they only shoot it at 63%.
Out of bounds off Jones. Jones to put it in play. Fitz. Second try good.
Way to crash the glass, and that's what they got to do. Now they're within 4.
And a lot of time to go. Stewart out of the corner. Back over to Sellers. Little head fake and a little bit short on the Davis 2 try.
And they're going to get Sellers on that foul from behind.
And Fitz will be back at the stripe.
Deshaun Sellers, his first personal, 8th team foul. At the line for Gadsden State, number 23, Makai Fitz.
So now you got an opportunity to put some points on the board without the clock moving. And it gives you an opportunity to set your defense.
Keaton Cross.
Nice touch by the big guy.
One more for Fitz. One of 3 Birmingham natives on the Gadsden State roster.
Yep.
It is a 2-point game.
Quick drive from Birmingham to Gadsden.
And his cross with it out to set the screen, Davis.
Yeah, he's so deceptive on the dribble. He drew that foul. And you didn't need that foul because you're playing good defense.
His third personal, 8th team foul.
And you're within 2.
For Lawson State, number 10, Keith Cross.
So Caden Cross shooting again.
We don't have the live stats, but I would imagine he's close to 30. Because he was in double digits at halftime, and he had at least that in the first 4 minutes of the second half.
One of 2, a 3-point lead. Tipped away by Sellers, taken away by Cross.
Right, that was too risky of a pass. The weak side help was there. Now you got the matchup that they've exploited all second half. Good switch. Oh, but now you don't want Fitz on him because he'll create a foul. Good defense by Fitz that time. He accepted the challenge and he won.
Jones on the other end of the floor misfires. And it'll go out of bounds off of Watkins.
Three-point game, 4:28. Plenty of time for both teams.
Bear with it.
Now you're doing what you're supposed to do. You cut Cross away from the basketball. Good adjustment.
Bear, top of the key, shoots the 3, hits it. Big 3 from Bear. And Watkins apparently did something, a little push. And he's fouled out of the game.
His 5th personal foul.
So it's offensive, so you don't get an opportunity to shoot, but you picked up your 5th foul, and you're putting your team closer to that double bonus.
So both teams with 1 gone. Tounier leaving with 5 fouls for Lawson State, and Watkins for the Cardinals.
Good rebound for Fitz. Good block, good drive.
Gadsden State basket number 23, Makai Fitz.
Timeout on the floor.
Timeout on the floor.
3:46 to go in a 4-point game.
Got 27. Thank you.
Coach, you have gotten the lowdown on Cross.
Right. The thing is, he's put up 17 in this second half because he had 10 at halftime.
Wow.
He's at 27 right now.
You said 30, and he's darn near close.
Yeah, I said he has to be close to 30.
Just a little less than 4 minutes to play.
But this game is still up in the air. But right now, Gadsden State cannot afford for Fitz to go out of this game. They need his rebounding, They need his post presence on the offensive end.
In play to Bear. Inside 4 to go. Coughed up. Morris.
I didn't hear the whistle, but I'm glad they blew one.
And it's called on Cross.
Yeah. To number 10, Keaton Cross. His third personal, 19 foul. At the line for Gadsden State, number 11, Julian Barnett.
Julian Barnett will shoot.
On the season, 52%. And he's 0 for tonight.
And don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Gotta be a subscribe button nearby. We'd love to, by the end of March, be at 6,500 subscribers. So if you haven't, please do. Over to Bear. Cross.
Oh.
And then a jump ball.
Jump ball, possession, Lawson State.
Yeah, you got to get out. You can't pass the ball into the trap zone. That's an automatic trap.
In play to Cross. Put back for Jones, good. And he got 2 players down. Fitz.
Yeah, Fitz holding on to his ankle.
And not getting up nearly as quickly as Cross did.
And our mop lady is Johnny on the spot this time.
Checking in for Lawson State, number 11.
See what experience will do for you.
And for Gadsden State, number 24.
Well, plus, I noticed, see, she's been talking to the other mop lady. So getting some pointers.
Yeah, well, they got another one down on the other end.
Oh, really?
Too. Yeah, she's over there.
Well, maybe that's maybe she's a mop apprentice.
Yes. 6-point lead now for Lawson State.
3 to go in the game. That is Morris with a pull-up J, too strong. Rebounded by Cross.
Right, this kid's doing everything tonight.
Cross going into the corner to Bear. Sent to Jones. Jones for 3. Rebounded by Anwa.
Yeah, that was a big miss that time on the rebound by Duckworth.
Back over to Cross. 29 in the game for Cross. Anwa gave him a hand up quickly like, we need you on the other end of the floor.
Yep. It's getting crunch time now for Gadsden. You need that one.
Jones with the miss, wrapped up by Bear. Eight-point lead, and the instruction is run time off the clock.
Right, that's the right thing to do right now, clock management.
Cross. 31 in the game for Cross. That is Duckworth off on the 3. Put back there by Jones.
So now you got to defend without fouling.
Blunt able to get it to Anwa. Back to Blunt. Bear for 2. Three-pointer dips in and out for Barnett.
Checking in for Gadsden State, number 12,
10-point lead, less than a minute to go.
Right.
Checking in for Lawson State, number 4.
And then you look at the body language of Gadsden State. They look like they're defeated.
They're a little fatigued.
Yes.
Lost by Cross, picked up by Jones.
Coach wants to get it back, run time.
And it'll drop in for Sellers.
Number 4, Deshaun Sellers.
I think they're going to adjust the clock, game clock.
30.2, I think is what I heard. Yep. But this game is over. 12-point lead.
Yes. They don't. There's not a 12-point or 13-point play in the playbook.
Jones, a little bit short. Goes over to Sellers. Fair will go back out front with it. And
to Krause, the man who should have the ball at the end of the game.
Agreed. 31 points. Lawson State's men will join the Lawson State ladies into the Final Four, the semifinals. As this one is over, as a matter of fact, I guess everybody's ready to go home. They've already put goose eggs on the scoreboard. So, Coach, I think we'll do the same.
Oh, yes. But we'll get it. Hey, let's do this again tomorrow.
I think that's a great idea. How about noon? Will that work for you?
That'll work.
All right, we'll see you then. Thanks so much for watching. For Van Penaway, I'm Robert Williamson. Good night, everybody.